Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gainett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gainett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gainett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainettTrucking.com.
Welcome into Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Bill Mitchner.
Good evening, everybody. Wednesday. Welcome to Hump Day. After our fundraiser, too, so feeling a little more energetic.
Still kind of feeling that one a little bit. A lot of schmoozing that night.
I didn't get enough of it.
My social battery is still high, but
my
it's going down a little bit.
Tasting event's the only time I really got to do that. Every time else, man, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut
Harrison,
off.
you saw me. I was schmoozing everybody. I was bouncing off the walls, talking to everybody. That was a long night for me. But
yeah, you were running around. Luckily, you were running around because I showed up there like a deer in headlights.
I got you, though.
I was like, I don't know if I'm here too late. And luckily, you escorted me to the table.
Sure,
I never would have found it. That's for sure.
And I was waiting for this guy to show up at 5:30, so I could at least say hi to him before I'm down in some event. But no.
It was a breath of fresh air to see you, Harrison. That's for sure. I was like, okay, nice person. Here we go. Everybody's nice, but Harrison's the best.
So what'd you think, Harrison, from a guy that really learned about Lighthouse through this program and maybe listening, some other things that we've done, but what'd you think about all that?
I'll tell you what, the first reaction when I got there was Lighthouse is big. Yeah. This is a big operation. There's a lot of people that really care about it. That's the first thing I noticed. And then on top of that, just how nice everyone was. We got to see some of the videos as well, but I was telling you off air, like I sat next down to John and I was like, oh, there's Senator George Duggan as well, and people from the Malone Center there. And then you Julie, the comedian. And then I've talked to Darrell Roach. He's been on Pete Ferguson's show. He's been, on your show. So, I really got to see how much of the local community is involved with the Lighthouse. And it's kind of a nice feeling. It made you happy. It's like, oh, everyone I know seems to be about it for the right reasons. So it was a good showing. That was the first thing I noticed.
You had a pretty big wig table there too.
I felt like I needed to like
yeah.
puff my chest out a little bit or try to say something cool to like act like I belong.
Senator, Board of Education,
Producer though. That's a little credit. you know?
See, that's why I put you there. You were right there with them.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm making fun a little bit, but I'm not, because you're out there talking about community stuff. You're a part of this show, and you're a part of the change of the community as well.
I hope so. I mean, that's one thing DP and Rebecca, and I give those guys credit for it all the time, but they do a really good job, I think, of making sure the community stuff gets highlighted. We all love Husker football, but, we can sneak in a little bit of community stuff in the middle of Husker football because we all do live here. So it'd be nice if we got along and the community was working together.
And we can still talk Husker football too, because I love Husker football. I'm passionate about Husker football.
Tomorrow.
Sports. We're Lawrence Phillips away.
In 24 hours?
No, 8 o'clock.
I didn't know what
8
time
o'clock's kickoff. So 26 hours.
26 hours. I can't do math. Sorry.
26.
guys.
So, okay, we'll clear the room. So what's happening tomorrow, Harrison?
Cincinnati football, 8 o'clock, pregame, 5:30, A1 Automotive. Ticket tailgate pregame. That's going to be fun. We got Cincinnati. You're going down the Arrowhead Stadium.
I am not going down.
Oh, I thought you were going.
I am not going down.
Oh, I thought you were too.
I was going to and changed my mind last minute because it's a Thursday and right after our event and right before I leave for North Carolina. So I didn't want to take another trip in the middle of all this.
And who wants to go to Kansas City anyway, right?
No, I love the Chiefs Stadium.
Exactly.
Go Chiefs. So Harrison, what's your score prediction, or am I letting the cat out of the bag?
34-21. That's what I'm sticking with.
34-21 Nebraska.
Yeah. So if you're also looking for the over-under, that's 55. That hits just at that over. I think it's 54.5 is the over-under on the game. And I'm picking Nebraska with the win, and I think they'll take the over as well.
I like your Nebraska score. I think you're giving a little bit too much. So I'm going to match your Nebraska score, but I'm going to say 17.
Okay. I'd be happy for it.
Cincinnati.
Chad, prove me wrong. The
42-14.
All right.
Ooh, I like it.
I don't even know.
I like it.
Are you the person I see commenting on every YouTube video with pregame? There's someone commenting
Probably
42-17 on every single one.
No, that's not me. That's not me. One of the negative comments. No, 42-14, 42-17. Mariola has a great game.
I agree. It's going to be fun. I can't tell you the last time I've been more excited. Probably when Scott Frost came in is about the excitement I have, because everybody.
Are we allowed to say that name on?
Yeah, everybody that was super excited to bring him in, like everybody came together thinking this is it. And I was at the game, and God said, nope, we're not having this game.
I always think it's kind of cool that we are kind of more in the national news a little bit too. I think it was like Dave Portnoy even said that we had a chance to win the SEC or something like that. I don't think we have that. We wouldn't win the SEC, but I just think it's cool that we're back in the conversation. At least.
Right. Because regardless of what happens, at least we're on people's tongues. People on ESPN, people are talking about us. That's getting in front of recruits.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah.
So that's what's exciting too, is that it's not just us people living here in Nebraska that are drinking the Kool-Aid.
We need to capitalize on it though, because every time this happens, we make everyone look pretty silly for even considering it.
It does worry me that we are going to Arrowhead. It's just not.
It's a home
the routine.
Game,
it's just still not the routine. But
feel worse for Cincinnati going to Arrowhead.
Same.
Yeah,
you're
for
right.
real. Because last I heard, it was 60,000 Husker fans to 6,000 Cincy fans.
These TV ratings are going to be off the chart too, and some people are going to be upset by it. Some of it, for the wrong or right reasons, however you feel about it. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce,
just got engaged.
There's going to be the Dylan Raiola, Mahomes comparison. There's going to be a lot of crossover with the Chiefs. There's going to be a lot of stuff that is not about the game that not everyone's going to love, but. When the game starts, if you win, there's going to be so many damn eyes on that thing. We have to win, and you have to look impressive.
That's right. And a lot of people are going to be talking about Nebraska.
Oh, it's a ton.
So,
and it's one of our first prove it season games too. This is the third year. This is rules year. So it's the first game. But
he's going to rule it.
House rules.
You guys like his podcast?
What's that?
He has a podcast. That's literally called.
I heard
House
Rules. Rules.
It was pretty good. I watched the first one. I think there's only been one so far, one or two.
Yeah,
maybe.
he just did the one episode.
Yeah,
I believe.
It's been pretty good. I liked it. He say what you want about Matt Rule. He seems like a great person, like a great guy to hang out. So
Oh, he's very personable.
Yeah.
I mean, from the moment he walked through the doors and was announced, like
Yeah.
immediately captured Husker Nation and said the right things and is doing the right things and shows up to the right places, participates. Like, how can you not like the guy?
Yeah. I think it says a lot that his wife even kind of ingratiated herself with the community and opened a business and is doing all that. Like, there's just was one thing of like moving here and having a family and being the sport head coach, but now you're putting roots down and actually like starting something in Lincoln.
Yeah.
It's good. Community.
It's a good sign.
I think at least by actions too. He's been lost some weight.
Yeah.
I think because what was his, I can't remember what he's told his players, but he had a little deal with them as well. Like he's going to work out every day. So like, I think he's just a good leader. You just like people who are going to, stick to what they say. And like, this guy, he's lost. Like when he first got here to what he looks like now, like he's going through his own little transition himself. So I think just that whole team seems to be really locked in. I'm excited. We got to see it, of course, but
the culture.
Man,
it's less than 26 hours away now.
And it's Cincinnati. It's like the only thing that worries me. It's like it seems like there's too many checks in our favor. It almost feels like weird. It's like what does Cincinnati, really rely on defensively? Zone. They maybe played man like 3% last year.
Right.
Where does Dylan Royal succeed against zone? He threw like over 73% against zone last year. Yeah. Where he struggles against man, like I don't know. Well, it feels like it almost feels cursed about how many things are.
You're not right. Wrong. It's like a wild animal being put in a corner too. Because they're kind of on the last leg. Like their coach is in the hot
seat. Scott
Satterfield.
Yeah.
He's in the hot seat. We have a question mark. Can we stop the run? They're going to test that.
Yeah.
So that really if we pass that test, I think we're going to be looking pretty good.
Yeah.
The run is the problem. We haven't shown over the years that we can stop the run recently or the last decade. So if we can control that and at least minimize the damage that is being done, we'll never eliminate it. But if we can minimize, I think that's the secret sauce there. So we'll see.
It'll frustrate Cincinnati. And again, this is like all the opposite side media, like the beat writers, like the conversations around there is like, we cannot win this game unless we play time of possession.
Yeah.
And we have to run the ball and we have to stick to our guns and we got to be chewing clock and, 3 yards, 4 yards, take it where we can get it. So yeah, I think you're right. If we shut that down, I don't think they really want to be leaning on their quarterback all that much. He's good like on those short intermediate throws, but he's not much of a deep shot threat. So, if they get behind and they really got to play through their quarterback, that's an uncomfortable situation for Scott and company. Scott Satterfield.
Might be a big Emmett Johnson game. Was my thoughts. Big Emmett Johnson game.
All right, we got playmakers. Yeah. We got playmakers, and I just want to see him get the ball and actually do some things. So, all right. So tonight's a little different. We usually have a guest here. So
I know this is. I don't mind it.
Thank you for being
football.
We have an empty seat, so welcome, empty seat. Appreciate you coming.
Well, the theme was going to be a little bit about the 35th. But I mean, we're talking about Husker football. It's always fun, Huskers and Lighthouse has always kind of been a team anyway. We've had athletes come visit all the time.
Constantly.
Basketball, volleyball, tennis, football, everything. They come to the Walmart trips even. Like it's
the Christmas trip, yeah.
It's very tied together. And one thing the kids always are excited about is we do give away those Husker tickets too.
Yeah.
So like this next game, we're giving away tickets to the Husker game for a few of our kids. And that's honestly some of the funnest times is telling those kids that you're going to get a sit in the suites today. And they're just like, they light up.
We got 2 tickets to suites where they get the food. So
upgraded food too. Have you guys seen the little spread that they got?
They upgraded up there.
You got there's some new food menu items and it looks pretty good.
There's of course the old school's still there.
Mm-hmm.
There's some question about that at the beginning, but it's back. So the pizza, the runzas, all that stuff is going to be their Fairbury brand hot dogs.
I think
whatever
some of the new stuff's for the suite only. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure, but they have like the red burgers now where it's like they're doing some interesting things. You can get some good corn.
There's a lot of good stuff now. Yeah. The menu is completely shifted.
And then you got some good brews.
I mean, I always get that. I always get the little triangle, the cardboard triangle pizza every single time. Every Husker game, I have to get a hamburger slice. It's just like tradition for me.
But yeah, the Huskers are deep. Like through the history of what we do, we've had Huskers come and volunteer and be a part of it. And we just had the basketball team
on the board even.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the basketball team come down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's the third.
Yeah, they played last year was my favorite year because they played dodgeball with the kids, and
I think I remember seeing Sam Hoiberg really get after.
Yeah, that dude, he had to borrow his shirt. It was wild. was like, you throwing the ball at the kids, remember that? And he was just like, no, we're doing it. And he was sweating like crazy. It was awesome.
Well, you should see the student athletes. They sign up for that Christmas event and they just love it.
Yeah.
And the players will buy stuff for the kids and their families. And it's pretty powerful to see Husker Nation come together for a nonprofit, some that had never heard about it until they come to this event.
And then we even had a basketball player who was a Lighthouse kid who went to SEC Lincoln, then transferred to UNL. And he was like, I came here to play basketball when I was in 8th grade and freshman year. And it's like, welcome back now. Like, it's just it's such a cool feeling to see them like, oh, now you're 7 foot tall now. Okay. Yeah. You weren't that tall before. And
board members that were ex-players or are on staff in the athletic department.
Yep.
It's just, it just goes to show that Husker Nation is deeply seated in the community, and we appreciate all the support they give us and continue to look at how we continue to foster that relationship.
We've had them volunteer, I think, even a few times and just work with the kids. And some of the kids, they just, as we all know, as Husker athletes in this town, they're like celebrities, you know, and the kids see them and it's like, they don't care what position, they don't care how much playing time you had. They see that Husker backpack and the little tag hanging off it. They're like, oh my God, you're famous. And it's like, he's also a college student. Look what he's doing here. Look at the goals he's accomplishing before you look at his title.
Yeah. Student athlete.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is they can have those conversations too. Cause when my students are saying, well, I really want to play football for D1. I really want to play basketball for D1 or volleyball for D1. They can say, well, cool, but this is what it takes to do that. Because it's not just raw skill. Raw skill is only a part of it. You have to put in the time and effort to make yourself a finely tuned athlete. And then that's not even enough, because once you get on a team, you have to learn how to be a team member. You have to learn how their plays go and what your role is in this. It's not as simple to say that I am talented enough to be a D1 athlete.
Even if you're a freak athlete, it's football is a wild game. Like even like if you look at Saquon Barkley with the Giants, you know, he's like, oh, well, not disappointing his last year there. You're like, man, it's the offensive line. It's like X, Y, and Z. And then you go, Eagles, new man. Same guy, but like the stats alone would just blow your mind. I mean, like we all kind of knew at that point because we saw him at Penn State who Barkley was, but I mean, when you're at, especially at that high school, college, there's so many variables that aren't in your control that it's really tough to break through. So and that's why I like guys like Terry Brannon, who took over for defensive line coach. You know, he's very big on that student part. And he lets his players know like the student athlete part's very, very important, and he stresses that.
It's crucial. We've seen as Husker fans, like the most athletic guys don't always just pan out in the NFL. It's the guys who are most successful. You know, it's the guys who are trying and putting effort in and actually working.
Because you could cause more distraction to the team too on what you're doing outside the team. That's a problem too. I mean, it's so many variables.
Oh, Rex Burkhead too. Like, you know, he got to hang around forever. And then even with the Patriots towards the end there, like he was getting pretty old in there and he was still getting touchdown runs, you know, in key situations. Not because he was the best athlete, certainly not at that point, but great coach, a great teammate to have around. So like not even just the student part, but like what's your personality? Are you a leader? Can you work with others? But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to pump the brakes, but I just really like this coaching staff. I really like the messages that are coming out of camp.
And that matters.
I'm having a hard time poking holes. Now, of course, we have to wait and see what it looks like.
But culture is important.
But yeah, but the culture just feels like it's the best it's been since I've genuinely been alive outside of maybe some of that Bo Pelini era. Where that defensive culture was just unreal, especially during the Sue Crick era. Is good luck. But
my part of the game that I'm most excited to see this year, special teams. Because we actually have a coach that is legit, that's going to spark that piece, which we've been missing from our program for how long. We used to be the kicker university. Now what? Now we can't make PATs.
Or field a punt or a kickoff.
Which is kind of cool to kind of go back to the community of like our punter went viral a few weeks ago for his moment of, you know, missing home and stuff, in the community of Lincoln, like completely just embraced him and like got free tables, places, got a few, I think it was Penelope's Cafe was like cooking Australian meals for him just to make him feel at home. Like it just shows the community.
Even Sue put out a video on his Twitter like, hey, Archie Wilson, what's up? I felt the same way coming from. He's like, obviously he's like, I know you had a further distance, but like if you ever need anything, hit me up. And yeah, this place is awesome. Like if you tune it the right ways,
it's been a long time though, and it feels good. And I guess that's what feels the best, is that this culture is embracing what Husker football really represents, what the fan base really represents.
Yeah.
And we're finally meshing those two together. Yes, we still need to see the product on the field, but we finally have the culture back that I think it will translate to the field.
And we'll always have the loyal fans, because that's the thing they say every time they come here is the best fans in football. You know, like every team says that when they come here. So like,
No, I thought it was the pride of all Nebraska.
That's the band.
Cornhusker marching band. Oh, wait.
I mean, they did come back after Georgia Southern. That's the game I always throw out. I was like, if there's a time for apathy to set,
yeah,
it was after that loss to Georgia Southern. Like, you gave up 40 plus points to a team that had no business being there.
The 5th best team in Georgia.
And then people came back.
Yeah.
And for the next game, miraculously.
We're still selling out.
I guess Frost was fired, though. So maybe that was part of it.
I was going to say, ooh, those were rough times.
Yeah, those were pretty bad.
You were on the tipping scale of fans not coming back.
Oh, and then we won't get into it, but then you get Mickey Joseph and you win 2 back. It's sad to say. You win 2 Big Ten games in a row, and you're like, here we go. Mickey's the guy. And then, unfortunately, we know how that turned out. Good luck to him at Grambling State. He's getting another opportunity. But, it's just been like, man, every time we feel like we clear a hurdle,
yeah,
a weird
straight into a brick wall. Yeah, like you clear the hurdle that was find a next generational coach, Scott Frost. Scott Frost was also the brick wall we ended up running into. So it's been a tough thing to figure out, but I'm cautiously optimistic. It feels really good. You
can be and.
Yes.
Could be both and not an or.
Yeah.
I just think it's important that as a city, loving the team is important, and it you can tell how good and how well the city's doing by how good football is doing. And like for a Lighthouse, we had the last 3 years, sometimes the kids would just be like, yeah, Husker football. They would talk trash and they would say things. And it's like, in my generation, there was just none of that. You know what I mean? Growing up in the 90s, 2000s, Husker football was like, there was no negative talk about it at all.
Yeah. And it's going to be exciting because the kids are going to have a good time, and we're just looking forward to it. So we'll be back after these few words from our sponsors.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollouts.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rollouts, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I mean, you're going to have me up in here, getting into a very deep conversation during break, Harrison, and going to make me cry up over here. Because we've had some very deep conversations at Lighthouse with our young people. And again, you can't be what you can't see. And we were a little bit alluding to that with bringing athletes in and helping them kind of navigate what it might look like to become an athlete or a student athlete in a Division I field. But we get to challenge our kids every day, challenge those behaviors, challenge their thoughts, even give them maybe a view of what could be.
And we've noticed that like a lot of the kids, they always come in with that same goal. I want to be in the NFL. I want to be in the NBA. I want to be in that. But then they don't understand that it's not just, I have a height of 45-inch vertical. Like you have to work on specific things, and you have to be good at math. You have to be good at history. You have to be good at English. Like you ain't gonna get all Fs and go to the NBA. Like it's not gonna happen.
You got to get through what you got to get through. And but we get to have some different times with our kids though.
Yeah.
And building those relationships so we can have some of the harder conversations, or they trust us enough to ask some of the harder questions.
Yeah.
And that are uncomfortable to them, and we can be real with them.
I had an ASP kid today come in, a past ASP kid from last year, and he came in just to talk to me and Erica about his girlfriend problems. And like that, it feels uncomfortable because it's like I'm giving advice to a 17-year-old about his girlfriend who I've never met before. But at the same time, you just put yourself back to that and be like, what did I want to hear at that time? Did I want to hear, oh man, it's fine, you're just 17, it don't matter? No, you want to actually hear real advice that you can maybe not for this relationship, but you can take it for the next relationship. And I think me and Erica did a pretty good job with that. Hopefully, he takes our advice and he's
at least take something from it. Take from it what he needs to be able to grow and move forward.
And even if what he needed was just an ear for 15 minutes at Lighthouse, we are gladly to be that. And a lot of times that's all the kids really truly need is just somebody that's actually listening. They don't even want to hear the advice. They just want to see that you're looking at them. And
That's right.
That's what we do at Lighthouse, which is pretty important.
So if we're talking about, I like one of your questions here. So if you're talking about,
I'm good at questions.
Talking about kids, right? So one of your questions was, what do you think your younger self would say about where you're at now?
For me, I think they would definitely be a little bit surprised because growing up, I was energetic, I was hyper, but I wasn't really like the kid who was giving advice or who was like, I was a good kid. I was listening to my parents' advice, but I wasn't teaching my friends. I wasn't like, hey buddy, let's make the right decision. I was just like kind of peer pressured sometimes. But now, like, I think being a dad and like all that kind of stuff just help me embrace my empathy more and help me embrace when to kind of steer the youth. And one thing for you, Bill, I've met a few of the people that you knew in high school. And whenever I say that, oh yeah, Bill Mishner's my boss, they're always like, Bill Mishner, he works for kids at Lighthouse. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's not the Bill Mishner I know. I remember the golf tournament. One of your buddies was there and he was like, wait, I forgot that Bill went to my high school. This is not the Bill Mishner I knew.
Oh, sure. Some of the friends of my board member, Jason Peters, one of his friends that him and I go way back to high school, he could not believe. He's like, didn't you try to come to Northeast and beat me up?
You talking about Fox? You talking about Fox over there?
I'm like, yeah, that's not me. That's not who I am now. But, to be real, that's the shock. I mean, even my younger self, it'd be like, no, you are not working with kids.
You're teaching them how to bully?
Oh, but I was a product of my environment too, because I was bullied so much. I was little. I was only 5'3", coming out of 9th grade, and people just picked on me. And so when I got strong and got big, I was like, oh no, I'm not letting anybody push me around anymore. So I'm going to attack first. And sometimes I would intervene when I thought somebody was being attacked that didn't deserve it. So women, like boyfriends yelling, or sometimes what I saw as a smaller, weaker individual getting beat on, I would step in, and because I thought it was my role to do that.
Now your role has changed, but it also hasn't changed a little bit, because what are we still doing at where we at? We're helping the people who we think need the most help. And now we're not beating up the people that are giving them the problems, but we're still helping out the people. We're still, we're finding out what the problem is and trying to fix it with our words and with our actions instead of our fists, Bill.
Well, and my name, William, and Ray means protector and wise protector. And so it's still me protecting. It's just doing it in a healthier way.
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't have the tools to do that back then.
And I mean, that's like 95% of our kids, it feels like. Even the kids that you would think are
parents.
Even the kids who you think are great kids and they have all these tools you need and they're straight A's and they're doing this, they still have a part of them that needs mentoring, needs teaching, needs some type of advice to know how to move on. Nobody knows how to live life. Everybody's doing it for the first time. And like some of the people have been doing it a little bit longer. You got to be able to listen to them.
Whoa, what are you trying to say right now?
I'm saying you're old, Bill.
Harrison, you're gonna let him talk about me like
me and
that?
Harrison are like this because the 35th.
You gotta cut his mic when he starts talking like that. Just cut it.
Harrison, never cut my mic. You know better.
Oh my gosh.
So then what do you think? What would Bill, in high school, what would he come to Bill now? What would he ask for advice for? Do you think you'd even come to you at this moment? Or like, is Bill in high school just like, man, I'm not listening to this bald guy over
here? It depends
here.
on when you're talking about in high school.
Yeah.
Like when I dropped out of high school or when I came back to high school. Because those are two different versions of me.
I want to go dropped out.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Because I was angry at the world and thought following my brothers was the right path at that point. Because, in no disrespect to my brothers, because we lived in an environment where they did not have the role models to help them learn either. However, they both went a path that took them to prison, and that's a tough place to go. And I was on that same path. And I always say the people that were put in my life, Barry Starks, the Schmitties, the Pete Almonds, but Lighthouse helped define all of that for me and put it in a nice little bow so I can see what that was all about and start seeing a different pathway for my future. My brothers didn't get that. So I can't fault them for that. And we have to try, that's what we're doing is put it out there to help our young people and shape them in a different way to give them different opportunities.
It's kind of like Lighthouse organized your mentorship. It organized your
the
future
thoughts
a little
towards what people represent in my life.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, oh my God, this guy's just talking crazy things to me right now.
That 100% is what kids come in
for sure
thinking when they first meet every single staff member in the building. Is they're like, what, like you don't care. Like, what do you mean you care? What do you mean like you're happy to see me here? What do you like? Whatever.
Yeah, because that's not their experience.
Exactly.
They're
And then
like, what do you want?
And then 2 weeks into it, they're like, okay, like this is real. That's fine. I'll come here after school. I'll stay for ASP and I'll stay for after school. Now I'm not just going to go home right away. And that's one thing that, I mean, I'm going to go back to our community of Lincoln, which I think is just one of the best communities. Is we are a very empathetic, very loving, very caring people. Like you see people walking down the streets, you see the storm that happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I had neighbors knocking on our door, asking to pick up sticks, asking to help put the trees up and stuff. And it's just like, I didn't ask for help, but help was asked of me.
That's Huskers.
Yeah.
I mean, that is Nebraska nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people make fun of that, but the reality is we try to come together and do what's right.
Yeah.
Best state for your car to break down in.
100%.
You're going to get help.
You're
Like
gonna get
nonstop.
help.
I'll never forget. I was like, oh, maybe 40 minutes out of Lincoln at this point, heading north back home. And like just my scratch plate of my Jeep somehow came loose and I heard it kind of dragging. So maybe it took me like 10 minutes. I had 5 cars within 10 minutes be like, hey, y'all good there? I saw you underneath you. And it's like, I'm good, but it's like, man, what a wonderful place to be.
It's almost like too annoying. It's like,
yeah,
it's like stop.
like,
I'm fine.
I know.
For the 37th time.
Then ask them ahead of you. They already said I'm fine. You got to hold a sign up. Like, no,
I don't need your help, please.
See, but it starts young because I'm going to take it back when Peyton was small, like probably 3 or 4 years old. We were going to Hy-Vee on O Street and it was icy out. And this guy, there was this whole line of cars just sitting there. And so I pull in and there's probably 6 cars ahead of me. And there's this old guy stuck on the little hill to actually get into Hy-Vee, you know, doing the whole thing. And Peyton says, Dad, shouldn't we help?
Yep.
I said, of course we're going to go help. Went up there. I said, sir, get back in your vehicle. I got this, you know, all that stuff. But 3 or 4 years old, my son's already saying, shouldn't we already help? And then every person that's along the road, if they're pulled over for any reason, he's like, shouldn't we help? I'm like, no, they're literally okay. They're just stopped. But I mean, it's kind of cool that I did not instill that in him. He just came up with it.
Yeah.
And so
it's powerful.
Fun. Yeah.
It's real powerful.
And I shouldn't say I didn't put that in him. I'm sure he sees how we interact with people, which a lot of our kids don't get that on their daily lives.
One of my dad's favorite quotes to this day, I quote my dad every episode, I feel like, but one of his favorite quotes is he always says little ears. Like he always says that whenever we're talking, any adults are talking, he'll say little ears. Cause that just means there's a kid somewhere in the room or somewhere in the house that can hear us. And we need to make sure we're role modeling good conversations. Right. And at Lighthouse, there is always a kid listening.
Somebody listening and watching.
Always.
And that's what's most important. And to make for sure that we're putting the right values out there. And again, we're not going to do it 100%.
Yeah.
When we do make that mistake, it is our job to own that mistake, apologize, and be real with it though, because that helps model it's okay to make a mistake. And we just have to own that stuff.
You should see the kids' faces when you apologize for making a mistake. It's like they've saw a unicorn for the first time. They're just like, wait, you're wrong. Yeah, you know what? You are wrong. Yeah, you're wrong, Drew. And it's like, yeah, I am. I can take that. I am wrong.
Yeah. How do you do when they beat you at a, like, I don't know, NCAA or anything?
Okay,
like
Bill, you know for a fact that has never happened. I'll look in the camera. Nobody in the city is beating me in NCAA football. Mark it down, Harrison. Write it down in the bottom line. Everything. Nobody's beating me in NCAA football. Madden, maybe. Pool, maybe. Basketball, maybe. NCAA football, no. But one of the things we do with pool is I have a ongoing rivalry with every ASP kid, and we have a best of 7 series in pool, and I lose every best of 7 series on purpose, and I get them a snack and I get them a treat for beating me, and that treat is something that they hold on to for the whole school year, where they'll throw it in my face. How about them Skittles, Drew? Remember I beat you and got them Skittles, and it's like, I let you win. But
in his mind, he says that.
No, I am a great pool player. I'm not great at pool at all. I'm horrible. But like, that's the one thing that I've noticed the most with ASP and like, honestly, and just motivating the kids is when you can like show them a reward or show them if you do this, you get this, it is the quickest way to do it. And people will call it bribery. People will say what it is, but like incentivize. Like why do you work at what you're doing? You want to get paid. You want to get something for what you're doing. Like nobody does anything in life for just the
you even want to thank you. I mean, let's be honest. You want gratitude.
Yeah. So if I get any advice to any parent is if you have trouble getting your kid to do something, bribe them. Incentivize it, reward them. Hey, if you do this, you get A's. We'll go to Urban Air. You know what I mean? Something like that. Because I've noticed with us, even something as small as Skittles, they will sit there and they will do 100 assignments.
That's because
for
it's a rainbow of fruit flavors.
Yeah,
I mean,
energy.
Who doesn't want a rainbow of fruit flavors?
True. I get that pot of gold that did in the rainbow is what I like. But
Drew, you're relatively young in this world, in the field too.
Say one more time.
You're kind of young.
No,
relatively.
I am young.
Relatively.
Harrison, don't say.
Harrison's young. You're relatively young. I'm the old man here. Remember?
I'll take it.
So, of your time though, what young person from all this time really stood out to you? What made that difference in you that you're like, this is what I should be doing?
There's two for sure, and one of them, it just kind of hit me today during our director's meeting. We were talking about, and he's actually been here, Kanye. First of all, I've known him since 6th grade. He came to Leffler when I worked there. And he went to Lighthouse when I worked there. Like I've seen this little boy grow up and have a mustache and all that. And just today we were talking about Tip and him doing the electric program and him doing construction. And it's like, you think about all that and you're like, okay, yeah, he's going to do that. But then today, Carmen saw him working on a construction site, like kind of by my house, and saw him in his Smith & Stevens, or Stevens, I keep doing that, Stevens & Smith, yellow high vis shirt, his hat. And it's like, it's not just like saying he's doing it. He's actually doing it. Like he has a job, he has a career, he's building something in the city. And it just like, I have chills right now thinking about it. Like that's a kid that I saw in the 6th grade, like took him to an OCM once or twice. And like, he's just like a great kid. And then the other one, I'm sorry, I'm going to go more. The other one, we had a presentation at the 35th anniversary of one of our ASP kids, Sandy. And she's one of my kids. She got suspended for the whole last half of the school year for a pretty big fight. After that fight, she graduated early and now she's in hair school and she's about to go work at one of the best barbershops in the city, Corn Coast. And
became a Lighthouse kid that everybody loves.
And graduated early, worked Tip, did construction, did concrete, did hair, did every Tip project, and learned that she loved doing hair through it. And now she's about to be a barber at a successful barbershop.
And that's what's cool. There's many, many young people.
Yeah.
And so with that, though, we have many, many sponsors that we need to get to.
One more story.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you can save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Man, tried killing myself with water over here.
Yeah, right when we're about to start.
Right there.
Try to have an absolute cough attack.
You're supposed to tell me to swallow, not breathe.
Yeah.
I thought I was Aquaman there for a second.
Don't chew the water, Bill. So before we went off the air for a second there, you asked me if I had any kids that kind of stuck out, and I kind of went on a bit of a spiel there. I didn't give you a chance to answer.
No.
You have 30 years more kids than me.
29. So
More years of
30 will be
kids.
next year.
So
Yeah.
you have some kids that are grown-ups now, adults with kids. You got some. You're a grandparent now to kids, basically. You have any kids that you remember you stand out?
Oh man, I
Let's go
was
through the list
alluding
real
to
quick.
that. I mean, there's so many young people, and excuse me, when I was talking, every year you're going to pull out a handful, a few that have made an impact, that keep you focused on doing the job that you're so proud of. Because we see kids come in that are so just in a bad place.
Yeah.
And we get to see their path and see the growth and hear the parents say, we're so thankful for Lighthouse and so thankful that they've grown. Kanye is a perfect example. His mom at his graduation party is like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You had him on the radio. You had him as the MC. I mean, this kid doesn't like to talk.
Yeah.
And here he is with all this growth. And there was one young man we used to call Hurricane Marcus. He had a big secret that he told me, and I'm not going to share what that was because that's not the important piece to it. But he was young and he shared this with me, and I was thankful because of the trust he had. And that's really what it's about, right? Helping young people feel like there's a trusted adult that they can come to with anything and not be judged, and we can help guide them down a path. So much so that as he became an adult, he stayed in touch with me, went and played Frisbee golf, all kinds of stuff. That's our job. I mean, that's a part of what we do. And, people say, what keeps you coming back to Lighthouse? What has kept you in Lincoln? Because, job offers, all this stuff, but that's not what it's about. It's not about the money. It's about building a culture, building something that young people can believe in and feel like they're also believed in.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we do. Because we had an example of like Sajjad came in. Sajjad's been on the show a few times, or one time for sure. And even him, he's a senior now in high school. He came downstairs to the gym and just like, he doesn't need to come by. He doesn't need, like, he has a job. Like, he just comes by because like he's built that relationship beyond Lighthouse. It's just, those are his adults in his life now. They're not just the Lighthouse mentors or his staff. They're just his friends. Like, he wants to come show us that he's been lifting. He wants to show us that he can bench this now. And it's just like, that is some of the most, it's going to sound weird, most unpaid, but most powerful, prideful things that happen at Lighthouse. Right. Like, you can't put a money, let's give him an extra $100 because this kid came back to say hi. It's like, no, that's not what we wanted. We want the kid to come back to say hi because they want to. And like, that is worth more than any pay you could do.
I'm sitting at the front table. He walks up. He says, Bill, I love you. I said, oh, are you leaving already? And he goes, no, I just wanted to tell you I love you. So I stood up, said, I love you too, give him a hug. While Seth is sitting there, one of our new staff members, those are the moments that Seth is taking in, because Lighthouse is special. And it's moments like that we're close to our kids. We get to be a part of their lives in this way.
It's kind of like raising the bar of, it's showing the new staff where the bar is set. Like, you don't need to, bare minimum isn't just, hey, come on in. Like, bare minimum is, I love you. Like, you are needed here. You are wanted here. Like, we are happy to see you. Like, there's not a kid in there who doesn't feel the love.
Well, and that's why we want people to be out there being a beacon for other people so they can learn their way.
Always. If you guys ever need any help with your kids, bring them to Lighthouse.